Crow. With Squarespace, editing and adding pieces on my e-commerce site.
Also in a rolly chair. Oh shit! Oh, oh, oh. Hey, that's all right. It's my show now. I'm taking over. For your weather report today, we have a high.
No. There we go, fellas. It's time. It's time for some fellas after dark. Getting into some Thursday night football. Some fantastic bets with the boys. We got the one, the only. Oh, that's just two of me. Let me switch you over there. There we go. I said. There we go. I said. There we go. Got the one, the only. Suck my take on the line. There he is, ready to go. We got the candle lit. Smoke cider pumpkin. Smells delicious. I think we're just ready to make some money, huh?
I'm so ready to make money. I'm gonna spend all my money on candles.
Hey, you do you, you know? I won't argue with that.
A good smelling home is a happy home.
Ain't that the truth?
You walk in and it's nice little, nice and relaxing.
How do I make? All right, this music has got to shut up so I can concentrate. There we go.
Don't want you off your game.
All right. Let's chat Rams Seahawks.
The Rams versus if this was a battle going on just between the animals, definitely Rams.
You think?
Definitely Rams.
I think they would tie.
Really?
I think the Seahawk would fly away and the Ram would be like, and then everyone would kind of.
Unless the Ram starts like going up the mountain and jumps off, fucking takes that boy out.
That's true. I did not consider a mountain.
Yeah, could be mountains.
But that's the Rams' territory, and we're at home for the Seahawks. So really, in reality, we're on the sea, and I don't know about Rams swimming too well.
Yeah, I've never seen a ram swim personally, so
I don't think I've ever seen a ram. Maybe I'm missing
every
out.
so often. So Mr. Sean,
Yes, sir.
what do you like tonight?
Well, game just as a whole,
Yes.
I think I don't, and I know we talked about it a little on the show. The line does seem trap-like.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the Rams are, just in general a better team than the Seahawks, and it just seems like everything that they're good at should expose everything the Seahawks are bad at.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. The reason I don't think it's a trappy line is because usually on the trap lines, Vegas holds the number there, and they just kind of hold it and hold it and hold it. And they weren't holding this line. Like the Rams came out, it was
That's
a pick, and we get Rams +1, and that got steamed up to -2.5, -3 in some spots.
Yeah.
So Vegas is moving, so it doesn't worry me too much, especially considering a large percentage of that's on the Rams. Very square pick on the Rams that we're gonna try to make circular tonight.
There you go. Because no squares in my circle.
You can't really put a square in a circle. I learned that in like kindergarten with the pegs, the when it go in the circle.
Yeah, when I was on jury duty, the defendant's lawyer kept going, "They're trying to take my client. There's a square peg. Push him through a circular hole." He said it like 6 times.
Can you discuss the trial on air? Are you about to get arrested?
Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe that's just. I don't think they can track that down. I bet a lot of lawyers use that. I bet they teach that in law school.
That's true.
Remember, if you don't know what to say, use the square circle. That typically works.
Works with me. But yeah, going back to the game, what people kind of want to hear about.
No.
I was just perusing today, just taking a little sneak peek of little stats, maybe some analytical data. Came to my attention that the Rams passing offense is the second best in the league, and they're only 3 expected points behind the Chiefs, which is, it's not a very big number. They're
not
right
at all.
with the Chiefs in expected points added from their passing attack. The next closest to the Rams is the Cardinals, who are a full 14 points behind them. So it's it's like Rams and Chiefs right here, Cardinals down here, and then kind of the rest of the league kind of shitting themselves even farther down. The Seahawks defense doesn't really like to tackle people, doesn't really like to cover people. Their passing defense sucks. Their rushing defense sucks. Their offense sputters at times. They really only get going on big plays. And typically, it's been the first half where they've been doing this. The second half's usually been kind of rough for them. And from what I've seen, the Rams, good team. Every now and then they start off slow, but then they pick it up. I think the Rams kind of dominate this game. I may be dumb with the bets I'm placing on this, but I'm taking Rams. I took Rams money line on September 29th. Like, it was back -112. And then I took the Rams this week at -2.5 on an alt spread. And then I took a -6.5. And I took a -9.5. And I took a -13.5 and -16.5. I took them at every increment I could, and I'm getting plus money on all those beautiful, beautiful numbers. So I think it could be a Rams route tonight, and that's kind of what I'm projecting going
That's
forward.
kind of how I'm feeling also. I liked just, I don't know, messing around the same games, taking that Rams up to like -6.5, just went by a ton. I don't think this will be super close. I also have a feeling first half will not be explosive.
Yeah, I could see it getting off kind of slow.
But I think there's going to be plenty of points in the second half. I don't like the total though. I don't like either way on the total.
The Rams defense isn't as good as a lot of people think.
Yeah.
They're like 20th or worse in a lot of the major statistical categories. The one I like most is expected points added. They're like 20th in passing. They're like 25th in no, they're actually pretty decent at passing. They're like top 15 or so in expected points added from their defense through the air, and they're like top 24, top 25 in rushing. So you can run on them, but Seattle doesn't have Chris Carson tonight.
Yeah.
And, that's pretty important when you want to run the ball. You're relying on Alex Collins, 28-year-old back out of Arkansas, who's kind of bounced around in this league. He's decent, but not Chris Carson.
Right.
And then we all know what Jalen Ramsey does to DK. Holds him without catches. DK gets eaten up by Ramsey. That's just kind of what happens. So it's really going to be a lot on Tyler Lockett's shoulders. And, you're just kind of expecting a Tyler Lockett play. That's the only person I like on that offense tonight.
And that takes me, if you want to get into some anytime tutters, I did very much like a Tyler Lockett anytime.
Yeah.
I think you can still get that at plus odds, because if you're taking a minus anytime tud, then that goes back to the square thing.
Anything over like minus 110 on an anytime touchdown, I'm not betting that. It's not good value.
No.
Like, what are you really getting out of that? You look like an idiot if it doesn't hit. Like, you just look so dumb.
I really do think that the anytime touchdown bets might be my least favorite. I still come back to them, but I absolutely hate them. Because, like, even once you get in, or even once you get to the red zone,
it's a shit show.
Penalty, something over here, something over there. Oh, was he in? Oh, ref can't see. Oh, ref made up a different guy's score. It's always a mess. But I like the Tyler Lockett one. And then I like Desean Jackson when I was a little sleeper for the Rams.
Yeah. Those are the good ones. And earlier today, I was thinking about Freddie Swain. Because with all the attention that, the Rams are going to be giving to DK and Tyler Lockett, Freddie Swain's shown that he can get over the top on defense. He's just quick. He's got good hands. He's not a bad route runner. He's someone to keep an eye on. But after looking a little bit more about it, so the Rams, their actual pass defense, not great. It's been lacking, not what you're used to from them. But they don't give up any plays over the top. They shut that shit down. Their average yards per completion given up, it's around like 6. Like, you just kind of got to nickel and dime them. Yeah. And that's what the Seahawks have been really bad at. They have been relying completely on explosive plays all year. Their offense really hasn't had a flow to it. Russ is doing what he can, but offensive line still isn't great. Chris Carson's out. They don't have anything for play action. DK is getting taken away. You're relying on Lockett and Swain pretty much. Gerald Everett's not playing tonight. I just am struggling to see really what there is in the Seattle offense that's going to really look good tonight. And their defense isn't going to help them out.
I'm with you 100% there. I think the thing is, you have to be careful with Russ because he just seems to be a magical man.
Oh, yeah.
Little wizard guy, and he will make an offense out of whatever's going on out there.
Oh, yeah.
He will create an offense that is going to be at least in the game for the most part, at least for 3 of the 4 quarters.
You talking right there actually got the brain working a little bit. Some gears started turning that weren't turning before,
Yeah.
Russell Wilson rushing yard, Russell Wilson anytime touchdown. He might have to do it himself.
Yeah, I don't mind the Russ anytime tud. That is at plus 300 right now, and I think that's quite nice. I think that's quite nice value for him to punch one in there. I was looking at his rushing prop, and it's at 25.5. I think it was a little higher than that earlier today as well. I like it in this game maybe a little more than I typically would, but I'm probably staying away from the Russ rushing.
Okay.
He's just he's been up and down.
27.5 is a lot.
Yeah, and he's only gone over that once. I think he had one that was like 29 yards, and then a game that was like 17, a game that was like 7, and a game that ended up negative. So I don't know if that's an offensive, just the scheme thing. He's not out of the pocket as much or what, but I don't know. I don't like his rushing yards necessarily in this one.
He actually hasn't gone over 27.5 yards.
What was it? 27?
It was 26.
Oh wow. So
he went
yeah.
9, 16, 7, and 26.
So yeah, a little bit. It's again. It's like if you want to, hey, eventually, trends get broken. And if you think this is the time, I think it makes a lot of sense. But
yeah, for sure. But it's not something I'm gonna be taking.
No.
Even though I liked it just like 15 seconds ago until I looked at what the number was actually at, I was expecting like 19.5, 23, 27. That's kind of a big number. But if they do get down, he might start running a lot. Like I know Patrick Mahomes, he does that a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of when nothing's really, he just starts running.
Especially if the protection's bad and the coverage is good downfield, he's gonna have to.
Yeah. Especially with the lack of weapons. Like
yeah, or at least
it feels weird
thinking they'll be shut down. Yeah.
I don't know.
I do want to look.
There was one bet that I wanted to talk about. I got this on a offshore site. So if you guys do
exotic,
a little exotic for you. If you have like these props, like player versus player props, I would definitely look into them. Last week I think I went 3-1 on them. The only one I missed Herbert Brady. That was 2 weeks ago. I was river canoeing. I didn't get a look at these last week. Jamar Chase to have more receiving yards than DK Metcalf this week. You can get that at -120, and I'm hammering the shit out of that.
I quite like that.
Yeah, hammering the shit out of it. Especially if Jair doesn't play. I heard Kevin King might be questionable. So they got Eric Stokes, and then I don't think I could really name another Green Bay cornerback. And they got to account for Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. But that game's away. It's a whiles away.
Yeah, we'll have time to get into that one.
Mm-hmm. But DK, I think, might be the worst value on the board tonight for an anytime touchdown. Although, I mean, he could have one catch, 70 yards, and a touchdown. That's DK Metcalf, you know?
Yeah. I don't think – I still – even with the matchup, I don't think his anytime tud's a bad bet.
Yeah.
He just finds the end zone. But, yeah, I don't think – I would not take his yardage. I would not take his receptions. Who I would take –
did take his under.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't take the over, I should say. Yeah, the under I think is a good play here.
I did take that under.
Yeah, the under's nice. I would not take the over. I always forget you can even take player props under sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time whenever like the Texans are playing. Like I just find Phillip Lindsay and I take his rushing yards under like every single time. It always is. I swear to God.
The disrespect.
It's nothing more disrespectful than taking a player prop under on someone.
Just actively rooting against it.
Yeah.
It's like I hope your career ends today.
It's so disrespectful. It's just like, hey bud, you're gonna suck tonight. I'm gonna enjoy you sucking tonight. I can't wait for this. And that's just kind of how it goes. So anytime touchdowns, Alex Collins is at even money. That's not bad.
Yeah, that would have been nice to get. I know Eric got that before Chris Carson was officially out, which I got like the notification. I always get these notifications, and I'm like, I thought he was out for like a day. I did not think there was a chance he was playing.
Right? They kept saying game time decision, and anytime it's a game time decision, I automatically just bet they're under, because if they do play, you're going to get counted for that, and then they're probably going to play a couple snaps, or they're going to be limited, or they're going to be used as a decoy. So I bet Chris Carson unders tonight, but now he's not playing, so those bets just get voided. So that sucks.
Yeah.
Someone I wanted to talk about was Tyler Higbee.
Okay.
So I got his reception total at 3.5. It was like -160, but I would take it up to 4.5. He's been getting around those receptions the entire time. And the Seahawks, I was talking this with some people earlier, They run almost exclusively the cover 3 zone. So, deep thirds of the field covered, and then curl flats over here covered. Right here in this little box, about 10 yards right here, wide open. It's just fucking open for you. Little Higbee, he's going to come in there. He's going to sit down and Stafford, boop, 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 all fucking night. All night. That middle end is going to be right there. And I think Higbee's just going to rack up catches, rack up yards. His receiving total is at like 41.5. I'm taking that over. Taking his receiving total over. I don't know about a ton, but I like Higbee to have a good night.
Yeah, I like that as well. I think you can. That's what always happens with these kind of. No disrespect to the Seattle defense, but a little kind of piece together. Try not to. All right, 8-yard catch, fine.
Yeah.
Just don't let them break away for like 70 on us, please. That's their I don't think they're gonna be. And I was kind of thinking before you actually said that I felt like maybe they'd be bringing 5 on the rush, kind of playing some man. But if they play almost exclusively zone, then maybe I don't have that fear as much. On the other side, I don't think the Rams will have to bring 5 once in this game.
No, they will not. I really don't think
they're gonna eat that offensive. Like Aaron Donald, they can bring 1. Like
Aaron's taking 3 guys out on his own. And then you just need Leonard Floyd to come over there and get a little cleanup action. That's really all you need.
Yeah, truly.
Rams will probably play a lot of man coverage. Maybe a shadow over the top of I think they'll probably bracket DK. Tyler Lockett, hopefully he gets single coverage.
I think he might. Especially as you get down into the red zone there. I think
he probably will.
That's what I'm really feeling that touchdown.
I like Tyler Lockett.
DK is just too scary in the end zone. I think they're going to be too spooked of him. And then Tyler Lockett's going to be like, hey, remember when I was like the best receiver on the team? And everyone was like, wow, Tyler Lockett. What a guy. What a player. I'm still that guy. I'm still that guy.
Someone else I like a lot, especially with Chris Carson out, is Travis Homer tonight.
Okay.
So he's their receiving back and everything. I can't find the reception total on him. I love my receiving backs. I love hitting those little bastards.
I swear, Giovanni Bernard, I'm going to get him to like send you a nice letter or something because the books don't even have him on there. And you're like,
Giovanni.
I think he's got a bit. I think he's a 2+ touchdown kind of night.
I fucking love him.
Me too. He's always been. Oh, and since he grew out the mustache, I
Ooh,
feel like that just put him in, like, maybe gave him dad strength. I don't know what it was, but
he had to be doing something. All right, I can't find receiving yards, total receptions. Here we go. They aren't giving me Travis Homer.
Let's see if it. Oh, I got it on. Oh, sorry, that is rushing yards on DraftKings. Yards are over 14.5. Receptions are at 2.5.
I like that.
Plus 130 for over 2.5 receptions for Mr. Homer. You think it's Homer? Anytime Homer?
Yeah, anytime Homer. Give me that. What is the anytime Homer Tud looking like on this?
Trav Dinger.
Ooh, little produce aisle.
Into the campgrounds.
Yes, sir.
Some little kid making s'mores.
Ooh, plus 430 for an anytime Trav home.
Yeah, I'm seeing 400 on here. Yeah, that's
take it.
That could be a good little sprinkle there.
I wouldn't mind sprinkling Travis Homer. DJ Dallas. I just saw his name pop up. He's the only guy I'm worried about. He's another little feisty back like Travis Homer. Hopefully, I saw a report saying that Travis Homer was going to get to work tonight. But, if he doesn't, DJ Dallas. Just look out for him. I don't know. But yeah, those are the odd ones I like. And then Cooper Kupp to get 2+ touchdowns is plus 500.
Whoa.
I mean, he's had 2 touchdowns in 2 of his 4 games this year.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm just gonna get absolutely screwed by doing this, but I like the Cooper Kupp on everything.
Yeah.
I think more than everything else, I think just his receiving yards at 86.5. I think that's where it is to scare some people off of that over. Yeah. But, I mean, he's hit that in 3 out of 4 games so far easily. And I think it was against the Cardinals last week that he did not. Was that yes.
Which is weird, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, the Cardinals. Yeah, it is weird.
Because they were kind of getting slaughtered in that game.
Yeah, maybe just one of those things where it's too open for his own good.
I wish I didn't really watch last week, so I'm still a little lost. I've tried to catch up. I've watched some highlights, tried to look at some numbers, but the canoeing, we really took.
I'm telling dude, missing a week of football is like missing 2 days of like algebra 2. Yeah. And then you come back and you're like,
what the fuck happened, dude?
Excuse me?
I asked Eric, I was like, hey, could you fill me on kind of what's happened today? Like, I haven't had service all weekend. I just checked my phone. And he goes, oh, the Jets beat the Titans. Nothing else matters. Okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was an electric weekend. A lot of overtime.
Right, dude? I missed such a good weekend. I missed the entire Chiefs-Eagles game. I was sad.
I did too. Oh, man. Random story. I was supposed to go to... I was out visiting, right?
Yeah,
supposed to go check out I was like, I really want to see the Eagles game. Like, I really, really... And it was not... it was out in, like, Jersey area, so they're getting the Giants-Jets games, not local TV. So I was like, can we go to, we'll go to a sports bar or something? Drive around, can't find anywhere. It's getting to halftime, getting to the third quarter. I'm like, they're like, oh, well, all right. Well, why don't we go back? There's one right around the corner from my house. You can just walk there. I was like,
yeah.
There was a place we were in the car for like 2 hours trying to find a spot, and there's a sports bar that we can walk to around the corner.
Something. Yeah.
That's right there. And I got to say, it was one of the coolest experiences. It was the most diverse sports bar I'd ever seen. There was not 2 of any one fan. There was 1 Jets fan, 1 Giants fan, 1 Titans fan, 1 Steelers fan, 1 Browns fan.
The Browns.
I was a little Eagles fan sitting there. It was amazing. And they had like every game on, and everyone was just watching their own game. It was a very interesting experience.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, so I got there right at the end where right when they made it a 12-point game instead of a respectable game. And
yeah, that happens. Chiefs defense not looking great, but that's for another day. That's
probably Sunday. If I had to guess.
Oh God, Sunday night.
Oh, here's the thing. Sorry, going back to Cooper Kupp, we were talking about. Yeah. The most interesting, I think, with that Arizona game that does not make me shy away from that over at all is actually he only had 5 receptions, but he had 13 targets, which was the most the entire season so far.
So they were trying to get it to him.
Yeah, they were trying to get it to him. I caught that whole game. And it just seemed like it was a lot of, I think a lot of those targets were towards the end, kind of like, you're the nearest guy. Yeah.
Go get it.
But before then, he's, 7 receptions on 10 targets, 9 on 11, 9 on 12. And then it was a weird anomaly, 5 on 13. But it's not like he's right. If he's right there. Yeah. He still had 64 yards on 5 catches. Like, he's right there.
I'm going to say that one's an outlier.
Yeah.
No, that's just, it wasn't their game.
And I think if the targets were down, I'd be like, okay, maybe we're kind of, because he's been ridiculous this season so far.
Oh, he's been so good. I mean, they're eating breakfast together. They're sharing a communal bond that can never be broken. If you eat breakfast with someone, you're paired together for life.
It's true. I think the only person I ever eat breakfast is my mom.
Yeah, right, bro. Like, rarely do I eat my breakfast with someone, and if I do, I disguise it by saying brunch, so you don't get that.
Yeah, right true. That's you're not ready for that kind of commitment.
It's like, we'll have brunch together, not breakfast. We're getting brunch.
Dude, I feel like brunch is almost more so. Like, you don't go to brunch with someone unless they're important to you.
Hey, and you got to rely on them, because if you're up, ready to drink
that's
at like
true.
10 a.m.,
couple
you got to
mimosas.
fucking rely on those people. Like, I'm up. I'm ready to get drunk right now.
Dude,
Hammer some mimosas, maybe some bloodies. Who knows? I want steak and I want my eggs. I want the runny eggs on top of my steak. And I want to get fucking hammered at 10 a.m.
Braxton, have you ever had pork roll?
I don't think so. Describe it to me.
I figured it's a very regional thing. It's one of the most regional things that we actually have here. It's a New Jersey specialty. It leaks over into Philly, and then once you get about an hour out of like across the river out of New Jersey, you can't find it. Like if you make it out to Harrisburg, there's no pork roll.
Capital of Pennsylvania.
That's true. Not Philly, not Pittsburgh. This guy knows his state capitals.
I know them very well.
Yeah, you have to memorize them.
I memorized them in 3rd grade, and I never forgot them.
But God, it's a breakfast meat. It falls right into that breakfast sweet spot, and it's like Canadian bacon.
Like chorizo.
It's actually similar. It's like that kind of Canadian bacon, but more bacon in terms of like how salty it is, and it's more thinly sliced, and you can get a little spice on it, and it is my favorite breakfast meat by far. It is so good. And I had a burger. I had a burger with that patty cooked to perfection and a runny egg on the top, and it absolutely.
That sounds good as hell.
It was an absolute Travis Homer. I don't know what else to say. It was.
That sounds good.
It was so
God. Good. That sounds awesome.
If you ever stumble upon pork roll, also referred to as Taylor ham sometimes, but that's wrong. Okay. That's like a brand name. It's like calling a bandage a Band-Aid type deal. Uh-oh. We were doing so well.
Oh, or like Kleenex?
Yeah, like a Kleenex tissue type deal. Taylor ham is pork roll.
Okay. I'll make sure, I'll look for it.
I'll send you some.
I would love that.
The best stuff you can get like a log of it. If you go to like your BJ's, Sam's Club, like big retailer type deal, you can get a log of it and you can slice it real thin. So good. Enough of that tangent though.
We need Eric here to bring us back.
I know we would. I have to try so hard not to just talk about random stuff with you because I feel like maybe we'll start a different show.
We're just talking about shit. We're just talking. So I was just into match specials, just getting in there. I saw one that was Cooper Kupp to have 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. You get that at what is that? Plus 300.
Wow. I like that. Now, this is I think that same game parlays have become a real way to kind of finesse the sports books. Would you agree? Have you noticed that? Where they'll put out...
I've been seeing a lot of the same game parlays, and a lot of people are cashing out. And I think that they've kind of caught on to that too.
Yeah.
Because you remember week 1 when you could get like Travis Kelce minus 120. Just everybody at some ridiculous odds to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
And now Travis Kelce's minus 190. Derrick Henry was minus 260 last week. They're really starting to catch on. They're really kind of hammering down those odds. So we got to make money while we can on these because eventually, minus 108 to get 2.5 touchdowns against Philly. He had 5. Like, that was the easiest bet of my life. He's had 3 touchdowns. He's thrown at least 3 touchdowns every game this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. First touchdown scorer tonight. Who do you think it is?
Now, there's something else. I always get absolutely boned on these, but I don't know if I've ever hit one in my life. The one time I was gonna hit, asked a random person, said, "Give me." I read 3 names, pick one. When to pick it, game started, bet void, first touchdown. It was someone crazy. It was an absolute goober one. But for first touchdown tonight, interesting thing, Tyler Lockett has gotten the first touchdown in 2 of the 4 games this season, I think. Or 2 of his last 5 games played. I don't know which ones are in this season.
It wouldn't be the last 2 because
he hasn't scored in the last 2. But he seems to be, if you want to go on historical data, that's probably against Indy and then against Tennessee where he had 2 and 1. He had the first touchdown in both of those. Tyler Higbee has also gotten the first touchdown in a game so far this season. I like the Lockett one, especially if you have an anytime or first game anytime like insurance thing, like the offer.
I know DraftKings does that.
Yeah, DraftKings typically does it, especially on these primetime games where if you bet a first touchdown and then they score anytime, you get your money back. So I really like Tyler Lockett in that case because I think he definitely gets in at some point, and I quite like him for the first one as well.
Yeah. If you can get the money back, I would be hitting first touchdown scores on like Cooper Kupp or Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Darrell Henderson, any one of those guys, I would do that for sure.
The one thing that does scare me, I just think if the Rams get the ball first, that bet is done.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to score on the first drive, no matter what happens.
Do you think it'll be a field goal, or do you think it'll be a touchdown?
Tutter, baby.
Tutter? Okay.
Only field goal bets I'd take are no field goals.
I love the field goal bets, though.
Field goals aren't real.
What?
Just kidding. I know. No, I absolutely. Field goals are actually one of the most electric parts of the game. But I don't root for them.
Ooh, you could get Rams, at least on my offshore site. You get Rams 10 points first at -120.
Rams like race to 10.
Yeah, race to 10. Rams are -1. Collecting cash no matter what happens. There was a bet that I really wanted to talk.
Wait, what'd you say that was at?
The Rams to first to 10 is -120.
Wow. All right, I'm getting -150 for that on DraftKings, so that's quite nice.
That is good. That's hey. Sometimes you get good odds on these offshore books.
Yeah, definitely, especially in these kind of bets.
Uh-huh.
That reminds me, speaking of these kind of bets. Whoa, hold on. Well, this is not something you should take. I just saw team to score 3 unanswered times.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes is at -250.
So much more than you think it would. I hate those bets.
And no's +205.
I think I've lost $200 hitting no every time.
That seems so weird, but maybe I'm a big doofus.
It's so weird, dude. I don't understand how just somehow a team scores 3 times every single game. It's so fucked up.
I would never have thought that.
Like 3 times through. I just don't understand it. But they get you. They get you.
I might do a little. Just for me, this is a little. Sometimes I like taking 2 bets that are like, well, if this one doesn't, this one will hit. You know what I mean? And when you get in your very specific veins and you're looking at like +300, 400 type props, and you're like, well, I feel like one of those 2 will happen. So I'm thinking I quite like Rams win by 7 to 12 and then win by 13 to 18.
Ooh.
That's +425 and +700 respectively.
Rams win by more than 7 and less than 18.
Right. And then if it's 7 to 12, you make +325, assuming you keep it consistent at both. If you win, if you do the other one, 600, and then if they lose, you lose all your money.
I have different bets along those lines, except it's just every single football number.
That's
20. I just kind of built my own doing that.
Yeah, that's it. See, and that's what I was talking about before with the same game. Because so that's 7-12 is plus 425. But if you take Rams minus 6.5, Seahawks plus 11.5, it's plus 500 on the same game parlay, and it's the exact same bet in theory.
Yeah, I got you.
You can finesse. You can finesse if you play around.
I got a extremely odd bet that really makes sense in my head here.
I love it.
So Desean Jackson, his pass receptions is at 1.5 today, and his longest reception is at 14.5. Desean Jackson at this age, not on the field a lot, still fast. He likes to get hurt. What he is gonna do is he's gonna go out there, he's gonna run a streak route. He's gonna burn the defense. Stafford's gonna hit him deep. It's gonna be a deep ball. It's gonna be on yards. You hit the longest reception. He comes up injured or he just doesn't get another catch. I'm taking under 1.5 receptions on Desean Jackson, but over the longest reception of 14.5.
Interesting. So you just said one bomb.
He's getting one bomb tonight.
I will say, week 1 he had 2 receptions. Week 3 he had 3. He did not play week 2. Last week against Arizona he also only had 1. Well, and interestingly, it was also on 3 targets, which is like pretty significant for him. But I like the over 4. I was thinking very similarly to that. I was thinking along very similar lines. One of my favorite bets that I'm glad you said that because I would have forgot to say it. Longest completion for Matt Stafford, 39.5 over under.
Hit that over.
I know I love that one. I think and then that also takes me. I think you take that, and then I think you take. I'm sprinkling on both Von Jefferson and Desean Jackson, both of them for anytime touchdown. I think one of them breaks away for a 60-yarder. I don't know which one, cause they're pretty similar. They play a similar role in the offense. Just to be, I like them both. I like them both a lot.
Do you have any numbers on Robert Woods' rushing total or rushing attempts? Because I can't find it. And the report week on McVay wanting to get Robert Woods more involved in the offense. He usually starts that off by getting Robert Woods the ball in like handoffs or sweeps or something where Stafford will hand him the ball on a reverse. And that's usually how they get him more into the offense.
There's nothing on him rushing. I'm not seeing anything about it.
Folks are hiding it because they know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to have like 25, 30 rushing yards tonight, and he's going to have 2 to 3 carries. If you have something along those lines, I would take the over respectively to those numbers. But yeah, I don't know. Those are definitely the ones I like.
All right. I wonder where you'd be able to find that. Where the next
it should be on Jackson 1.5 receptions, right?
Yeah.
With the over on that, that's too greedy. But what if it hits? You look pretty cool.
You look sick.
You look pretty sick. We'll cut that part right there, and then just post that part. You want to get into some crazy same game parlays for tonight?
Yeah, let's you got anything for us in that realm?
I got a couple in this realm. You know, just honestly 1 or 2. It's not as many as sometimes. $5 bets on them. Nothing crazy. Don't blow your bankroll on these. We're having fun with them. But you know, we hit them a decent amount. I've hit at least 1 to 2 every single week. So
yeah.
You know.
Oh, you've been hey. The same games have been.
We've been hitting those. So this is one I took earlier in the week, and you can get way better odds on this right now. Cooper Kupp's touchdown, John Jackson's numbers gotten better. So I definitely should have waited to place this one, but for me right now, it's plus 26, 27. I'm sure you get it better. It's Rams minus 9.5, Cooper Kupp, anytime tud. Desean Jackson, anytime tud. And it's $5. So it's
Run
not
that
terrible.
run that back one time, you became a Roomba.
Oh, god damn it. Rams -9.5. Touchdown. Desean Jackson, anytime touchdown. And Los Angeles Rams -0.5 first half.
Oh, okay.
Plus 26-27. It's better. It's better now. I took it earlier, and lines have changed. And not. I do like that. A different one that I was looking at. This one's a little schemy, skeevy. I feel a little gross putting this one. It's 3,500. Rams line. Cooper Kupp, 2 touchdowns. DK under 72.5 yards. Tyler Lockett, anytime tud. 5 doing 180.
Hey, that one's
This
bold.
is the
That's
one
bold and strong, like a Colombian coffee. I like it.
Yeah, this is the one I like the most.
Okay.
I put a little bit more. I put $7 on this one, right? Crazy. Half. This is plus 3,100. Rams -6.5. Cooper Kupp anytime tud. Tyler Lockett anytime tud. Cooper Kupp 60+ receiving yards. DK under 72.5 receiving yards. And then Rams win the first half. That's it.
I like that. Hey, I actually I like that one quite a lot.
Yeah.
Quite good. Good.
Let's see. You got anything crazy going on out there?
I got a little something here. Man, I need to be more concise with my same games, I think, is what it comes down to. But I refuse to be. Because my brain works in such a way that I'm like, when I look at each individual leg, I'm like, oh, I need to buy that down. And then I end up with 15 of them. But somehow, to me, that still makes more sense, even though it doesn't.
There's 52 legs here. But all of them are -800.
But it's gonna happen. And what typically happens is I get like 7 to 8. But I've been honing in. I hit a nice one Monday night. I had 2 bad beats first couple weeks, but now we're into it. This is an 8-leg plus 1,900.
Okay.
Rams -6.5. Over 48.5. Cooper Kupp anytime tud. Matt Stafford over 274.5 passing yards. Matt Stafford 2+ passing tuds. Russell Wilson 2+ passing tuds. Cooper Kupp over 84.5 receiving yards. And then Rams halftime money line, Rams full-time money line. As one little bet. I didn't need that full-time. I probably can just take the halftime money line and not do that little weird thing. But I was kind of thinking maybe I could finesse to the odd part.
I did that exact thing on my last bet. That was the exact one. It wasn't Rams first half money line. It was the double result.
It was the double, yeah.
Yes, the double.
Actually, you know what? Time to do an experiment. How does that change it? We're at plus 1,900 with the halftime full-time Rams. Let's take that out.
Okay.
Put in, go to halves. Rams. It's only plus 1,500. But I'm already taking Rams -6.5 for the full game. That's how you finesse the same game parlays.
We did it.
That's what we're talking about here.
We did that shit. That's awesome. I love that.
That was a lot more than I thought it'd be. Wow. Okay.
We were thinking there. Thinking.
Ooh, that feels. Ooh. Don't watch this, DraftKings.
A little surprise value.
Yeah, that was a lot more than I thought.
That's kind of sick.
I'm trying to find. I know this bet exists somewhere, and I just can't seem to find it. Maybe it'll even be my hot take. If we want to get into those. But I was trying to bet on it, and we'll call it my hot take too. I like to see the odds on my hot takes to see how hot it actually is. But Rams get the lead, never give up the lead. Not tied after 0-0. Seahawks never see the lead. Rams take the ball, they keep the ball. They take the lead, they keep the lead.
Rams never trailing.
Rams never trailing.
I would love to see that.
I know it's around here somewhere.
That does sound good.
I know it's around here somewhere.
That sounds interesting.
And I don't even think that'll necessarily be them like absolutely dominating the Seahawks. I just don't think they'd slip up and allow a lead change. Because I think they're getting out faster than the Seahawks, although I don't know. I'd love to find it, though.
Away team, we haven't even talked about this yet, but the Rams over 27.5, I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. I like that a lot more than the Seahawks team total. I see them right there, like it's a 28. Because I don't like them into the 30s. You know.
I'll only take the Chiefs in the 30s.
That's fair. Maybe the Bills at this point, because they have been. I mean, just for it's one of the funniest stats. I just love it. The Bills last 3 weeks have outscored opponents.
It's a
118 to 21.
Honestly, I don't think they should be allowed to do that, and they should probably stop and be nicer to people.
It's very that's morally good. Cause I knew there's another word I was trying to think of, but it was not there. For a little
in there somewhere.
Little same game parlay that I think is like a nice safe one to just create a little value, you know. Sometimes it's a good tool to just create some value with it.
Yeah, sometimes it's not there, and you gotta turn it up. You know, you gotta turn it up, get it ready, get it flipping, get it hot.
Now hold on, why is this not working? Yes, I want to continue with the same game parlay. What is this?
You kidding me? I'd never stop.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We'll do it on the app. I think I took it on here. I just wanted to see if the odds had changed or not. I took it over. I mentioned this one on the show. It's Rams minus 2.5 over 47.5. I believe I ended up taking the over at.
Okay. Not Rams team total over 47.5.
No, the game total.
Okay, I was like, God,
dude,
50 burger him.
The one thing I want more than anything this season is like a 50-60 burger just absolutely dangling on someone. Just please. Yeah. I am craving it.
I think that the Chiefs and the Bills might hang a 50 burger on each.
No, but I want like a team that gets. I want it to be like they don't cover plus 49. Like I want it to be gross. I want it to be absolutely disgusting.
Was it that 49ers Panthers game like 2 years ago or something where? Oh God, I think it was the Niners beat the Panthers by like 54-10 or something.
I remember what you're talking. I remember that one.
That was so disrespectful. I remember because I think I had Carolina to cover the spread that game, and then by the end of the game, Thanos came down and just fucking pummeled me for 4 straight quarters. He just wouldn't let me get up to go piss. He just kept beating me and beating me and beating me. Oh, it hurt. It hurt everything inside me.
All right. Well, I'm not allowed to make same game parlays anymore.
Oh.
Completely broke. They heard us beat the system and they shut down the game.
That was quick too. Is Cam in here? I can't look at the chat right now. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not in the thing. 70 has a nice little same game. Matt Stafford over 274.5 passing yards. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. 2 Stafford passing tuds, 1 Wilson passing tud, and that's at -110. I quite like that. I would even say maybe make Russell 2 plus. I mean, that's what I did in mine. I quite like it.
Hey, I'm with it.
Oh, and Jason said if you add Alex Collins and Cooper Kupp tutters, that brings the whole thing up to +425, and that's also that's a nice little parlay right there. But the one I was trying to say, it was like +210 this morning. Probably is down a little bit because I think the line was -1.5 when I put that in. But yeah, I like the Rams to just cover what they're given on the book, and then an alternate over as a nice little same gamer.
Normally, I would love to bet the over 3.5. I would love to bet the over 3.5 field goals, but I don't know if it hits tonight.
I don't think so. I think it's a shootout.
I do too. I don't know, but in this house, we do bet over 3.5 field goals in prime time.
Hey, if that's the hill.
I'm sorry.
What's up? You became a. What are
Did
those?
become a statue right there?
Yeah, those robots that move around your house and bump into the furniture.
We bet over 3.5 field goals.
Whoa, that was just crazy.
Dude, they don't want me to do it. They're trying to silence my 3.5 field goal bet.
Really?
They are. Every time I
Is Verizon in on this?
They might be, dude. They want to fucking kill me. They're trying to take me out. It's disrespectful.
You can't take my guy out.
You can't take me out.
You know what that means? We need to take like over 5.5 field goals.
The bet last Thursday, when it was 6+ touchdowns, 6+ field goals, that didn't hit.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot. I'm mad at you, dude. I put my restructured my entire mortgage to put the house on that one, and I'm in financial ruin because of you.
Hey, just take out a reverse mortgage on it. I heard those are really good.
I don't get it. Do you get your money back? Did they give you back?
Yeah.
All right, word.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty sweet.
All
right, we got about 13 minutes till kickoff. I'd like to hear hot take out of you.
More receptions and yards than DK Metcalf tonight.
One more time.
Travis Homer, more receptions and yards than DK.
See, I only heard the more receptions and yards than DK, and I was like, all right, who's this going to be? Travis Homer.
Homer. Start him in your fantasy lineups. Fuck, dude, if I was going against Eric this week, I totally would start him because Eric sucks.
Yeah, that dude, hey, I get it. I put up 95 this week, but my guy, if your score starts with an 8 and it's not 800, you don't have any room to talk.
Yeah, that's tough. I was on a canoeing trip. Third time mentioned that today. I didn't check my lineup. Gronk played for me, and I didn't have anybody paying. Do you get that?
Not quite.
Okay. Gronk didn't play. Open spot. Nothing happened there. Quick 0. I still beat the kid.
Love it. I forgot to take Chase Claypool out of a couple lineups, and that did I'm just kind of cringe.
Ooh. Last one here. Seahawks. Double result. Seahawks first half, Rams second half +700.
Wow.
If you want to get it, because Seahawks do come out hot every so often, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. So that just is on here. I'm seeing the. Is that? Man, it is sometimes. It is just a real struggle to remember where they hide all the bets. Sometimes the categories.
You could also. Oh, this actually might be the perfect time for it, Sean.
Okay, lay it on me.
Draw Rams.
Now you're speaking my language.
Plus 2,100.
Oh, wow. That is a lot more than it typically is. Because I take a lot of draw/favorite bets.
Mm-hmm.
I take a lot of them. I have donated to the draw/favorite foundation every weekend. I'm keeping that thing alive.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down to hit draw/Rams money line.
All right, that's our combined hot take.
Yeah, I'm with it.
I love it. If that hits, I will not shut up about it.
I'll buy a jet ski if that hits.
Dude, let's go. Dude, jet skis are among the sickest of transportation.
I love them. They're so sick.
Dude,
everything about jet skis.
I've only whipped around on a jet ski once. I went to my friend's house. He owns a funeral home on a river, and he has jet skis out back, which I always think was funny because it's like, oh, okay. Well, first of all, he lived in the funeral home that they worked at, so haunted, spooky ghost. Beautiful home, though. And I'm like, you think he's just, like, out there whipping around the jet skis or, like, people are mourning? Because I don't think that's... But, dude, the one time I drove one, we were, like, out on the Delaware, riding around. We made it all the way up to, like, Ben Salem, cruising past Bristol, now I'm talking about. And it was, like, it was my turn to drive. I was driving, and it was, like, low gas. We were, like, far out there. And I was like, all right. And I went into absolute secret agent mode, had that thing cranked back. We were, like, tailing a cargo ship. I was, like, hopping the wig, like, going around, hitting, like, 70. I was, like, felt like a secret agent. I felt cool. It was the coolest I ever felt.
Hell yeah, dude, jet skis. It's a really different story than that. If I can get story time out.
Yeah.
We just bought in this jet ski, like my family did. It was like I don't know, maybe $1,000 jet ski. You know, it was kind of a piece of shit.
Little dinker.
Yeah, a little thing. That thing was like smoking, and every time you turn on, there's a big, just
That
right
gives
out
a character.
Yeah, there's a lot of character. We're at the Ozarks, and I'm coming back from my friend's house. I hit a wave in the lane, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. And then the jet ski dies. Battery like fucked up. Battery like blew up in there. Battery is fucking done. The sun's setting. I'm in the main channel in the Lake of the Ozarks. Phone's dead, and I'm just sitting there, just like 15, 6 years old, just looking around like, help! Somebody help me! Finally, some dude comes up, stops, pulls up next to me. He lets me use his phone. I call my dad, and my dad comes and gets me and saves me and pulls me in. By the time we get home, it's dark and everything. But it's just a little 15 sitting there in the middle of the lake with no light, no phone, jet ski dead. I thought I was going to die there. I really did.
Do you ever see someone get flung off one of those?
Hell yeah. I've flung a
same
lot of people off.
Dude, that same one time, there was two of them. I was with one of the homies cruising around. Other two boys on the other one, and they're just hitting wakes like madmen.
Mm-hmm.
And I have never seen a human go that far up into space, like straight ragdolled, like just flipping around through the air, smacked into the water. Amazing.
Oh, I love jet skis. Dude.
All right, so we're gonna lock in that tie Rams.
Yeah, I bet it. I just did.
Let's see. What's like? I'm gonna go on Craigslist real quick. See, I have to see how much I have to put on it to get into. Search Craigslist jet ski.
That's fair. That's super fair. Let me know how much that is.
Wow, this one comes with a floating dock.
Oh, with a floating dog?
I don't want a sinking dog. Let me put it that way. Was he eating concrete or something? Wow. All right. So apparently, a very particular type of person looks for jet skis because there is one jet ski, and then this is no exaggeration, 30 straight with no brakes. We buy junk cars, highest price paid. So somebody's got a junker, and they're like, I'm going to sell the junker. And it's like a picture of a smashed up Lamborghini. I'm going to sell my junker. I'm going to buy a jet ski. All right, so that one jet ski is the only one for sale. All right, well, with that disappointing note. Oh, no, you're gone, man. Can't hear your beautiful voice, sir. I know, I see the light on there. I see the confusion on your face, and I share it. Oh, now you're kind of bopping around there. Oh, he's a little frozen. Oh, there. Oh.
There we go.
I hear you.
Okay. Oh, I just got a message that popped up, and it was like, your microphone is no longer working. I was like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean it's not working anymore? Damn. Game starts in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We should probably get out of here, huh?
We should get out of here. Fellas, let's enjoy this game. Let's make some money. Let's have a great night. Let's do some big stuff. Hopefully we hit some stuff on here and we can all flex about it on Twitter. Shout out to Suck My Take for coming in, bringing the insight, bringing the bets, bringing a good time. That's all we got. Get ready. Get that game on. Hurry up. You got 5 minutes. Everybody's riding jet skis. We're going to cruise. We're just going to take the jet skis, line them up across I-95, and just sit there.
Wait.
What's he up to?
Oh. There we go. Jet ski.
Is that a note to self? Jet ski. All right. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. We'll be back tomorrow for your regularly scheduled programming. For now, enjoy the game. Have a great night. Cold
Love
one.
you all.
Crack open. Cheers. There we go. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right. Where's the button? There's the button.
We need to explode. We need to get a timer with a jet ski riding the timer.
That would be sweet. Get rid of that stupid flame timer. I don't know if anyone knows, but I absolutely hate the flame timer.
I don't know why I hate it. I like it.
Because it looks like it's counting down to the next time you can do a World of Warcraft raid or something. Like, what is this?
What do you got against World of Warcraft raids?
I was never good enough to do one.
No,
I was never in a clan or guild or. I played for like 3 minutes. Got confused.
I never got into it. I always feel bad. Do you ever feel sad when people are talking about World of Warcraft and then they're just like keep talking about it and you that it? I don't know.
No, not me personally. I'm not too upset about missing out on it.
I'm upset about missing out on RuneScape.
Oh, I did not miss out on that. I was about to say I was playing outside, but I was also playing RuneScape. All right.
I have a full computer game.
I meant to hit the button. We're still on here.
We're still on? I didn't know.
Happy Thursday, fellas. Glad we didn't say anything incriminating. That was just a nice casual conversation. That was just fun. That was good content.
It was just kind of